Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is King of Puro. I'm Last Son, and this is episode 27 of our Black Canvas Grappling series. Welcome back. Today we're going to be handling Time Battle Day 1 and Day 2. And we'll start off here with the male. Looks like the Elder Taku returns. Suki has changed his style to be more of a technician. We had somebody walk out of Saisho. Not a horrible worker. We had a production change for 5 SSW. We have an injury in another company, someone hired by Burning Hammer, and a production change again. So it would be good to see the Elder Taku back. We might be able to get him a few matches in before he actually wants to retire. So we do have the Time Battle Tour Day 1 is tonight. So I think go ahead and get into booking that. The auto booked venue is perfectly okay. And let's check to see locker room controls. Let's see if we can get any kind of meddling between, either Iki Hisaka and one of the many people he's upset with. We'll do Iki Hisaka and Doi. No effect. That's okay. Nobody's absent. So let's go ahead and get in here and let's start booking with the main event. In our main event, we'll have a tag match. And we'll have Bunraku and Tori team up with Suki. And they will take on the team of Funakoshi and Elasticoma. Go ahead and save that. Auto name. Since this is our main event, we'll give it about 25 minutes. We'll let, obviously, Suki get the victory over Blasticoma. We will make it called in the ring. We will have it, I don't know, I don't want it to be overbooked. A decisive win, yes, and slow build. Okay, we'll save and book that segment. It takes care of our main event. In the next match, we will have a 2v2 tag team. But this time we'll have Miura and Yoshizawa take on the American Cobras. We'll give that 15 minutes, 16 minutes, roughly around in there. We'll let, do we want Miura pick up the victory? Yoshizawa. Let's do Storm Spline. We're gonna have them steal the show. Open match. Call it in the ring. Decisive victory. Make sure I have all the notes. Yep. And I know the line. They're not online. This is the 5th time. Okay. Well, let's back up here for a second. And bring in, instead of Miura and Yoshizawa, we'll bring in Yokokawa and Sen. We'll have to head into the road agent notes and get rid of the note for Yoshizawa to lose. And now we'll add another match, another tag match. We'll have Dynamite Narahashi and Matsuzawa taking on Yoshizawa and Miura. Go ahead and auto name that. Get into the road agent notes. Miura can pick up the victory here. We'll let it be an open match. I'll script this with the decisive victory. Go ahead and book this segment. Well, let's give it a little bit more time. Okay, now we want to do another tag team match. Or do I want to make it something else? No, tag team will be fine, I think. And we'll have Kamasaka and Kiyotaka taking on Kasaka and Isono. Head into the road agent notes here and give Kamasaka the victory. Making it open match. We'll script this and with a decisive victory. And we'll book this segment. Now we'll book our next match. Make it a tag match. Head into here and grab Malicious Intent. And for their opponents, I think I'm leaning more towards, this will be our technical masterclass, so someone like Rosie and Kikuchi, more of a technical based tag team. Go into the road agent notes. Wolfsbane will pick up the victory. Make sure it is the technical masterclass. Open match, we'll script it with a decisive win. And we'll go ahead and book that. And now the card is shaping up to be pretty good. Let's add the angle to kick off our show. Bunraku Kantori, Suki, and Funakoshi, all of them rated on entertainment. And basically, Suki and Tori will confront Funakoshi. Demand a title match. So we'll just have them confront. And Tori wants his title match. Suki's already getting one, so we'll go ahead here and build the pre-show. We'll use Giant Brody. Potentially, we could use Harker. Use Goto. Do we want to use Matsushita? Do we want to use Younger Taku instead of Goto and Toshinobu Taku? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll let Team Taku take on Dreadnought and Emoto and Ogata. No, Ogata instead of Emoto. And Hasaka. Give this very short run time on the pre-show. Give the victory to Giant Brody. We'll have it be an open match. We will script it and have a decisive win. Go ahead and book that segment. And now I think we are good to go. So live in front of 724 people in Kobe, we open with a 50 segment rated match between Giant Brody, Team Taku, Dreadnought, Ogata, and Osaka. Giant Brody pins Dreadnought with a single-handed chokeslam. Elder Taku 30, Younger Taku 65, Giant Brody 58, Osaka 23, Ogata 25, Dreadnought 24. Good announcing quality, and Yoshinaka Taku really shone in this match. So I'm pretty happy with this. Getting the veterans some victories and getting some skills hopefully passed on to these younger guys. We'll open up our show now with an angle between Tori, Suki, and Funakoshi. Gets a 71 as Suki and Tori confronts Funakoshi, and Tori demands a title shot. He just refuses to take no for an answer. We'll see what happens with that. As we move into our technical masterclass, it gets a 52 as Malicious Intent take on Hirozi and Kikuchi, and Wolfsbane submits Kikuchi with a Boston Crab. James Diaz had a 32, Wolfsbane a 56, Kikuchi 46, and Hirozi a 40. Not a horrible technical masterclass, but it was a pretty decent one. 52. That'll lead us into our next match of Kamasaka and Kiyotaka taking on Kasaka and Isono. That also gets a 52 as Kamasaka pins Isono with a stump pile driver. Kiyotaka had a 51 in-ring performance, Kamasaka 54, Isono a 36, and Kasaka a 35. Good announcing quality in the match, got the crowd hotter. Again, this is just to get these younger guys that I think are more, closer to being ready to be on the main card in positions. Some time in front of the crowd on the main card. And I think this works out, pretty good for everybody involved. Takes us into Dynamite Narahashi and Matsuzawa taking on Miura and Yoshizawa. This gets a 60 as Miura pins Narahashi with the end of the world. Matsuzawa turns in a 46, Narahashi a 47, Miura a 56, and Yoshizawa a 52. We get the tag team specialist bonus, and the announcing quality lifted the match. Excellent, 60 rating, I'll take it. It's above our popularity. It'll help, build the show up. And I'm pretty happy with this performance from these guys. This leads us into Yokokawa and Sen versus the American Cobras. And Storm Spillane submits Sojiro Sen with a kneeling Boston Crab. Got us a 66 segment rating. Excellent work from these guys. Sen with a 49. Yokokawa, 39. He struggled a little bit. But Spillane with a 66. Malloy a 63. We got the tag team specialist bonus from the American Cobras. It was a pretty decent match considering Yokokawa holding it down just a little bit. He's, I think, getting a little bit older, and we may have to come up with a new partner for Sojiro Sen. But otherwise, 66, excellent segment. Really happy with this one as well. And this will take us into our main event, a 79 segment rated main event between Funakoshi Blastakoma, who takes on Bunraku Kantori and Suki. Suki submits Akoma with a Suki Special 3. Koma with a 66, Funakoshi 77, Suki a 70, and Tori a 74. Really good performances from all four of these guys. Really happy with this event, 79. Let's go ahead and finish the show out and find out what we got overall from Time Battle Tour Day 1. We end up with a 67 overall, raises our popularity in 7 regions. And our production is lower than our rivals, so that's something we may want to start looking at as we put more money in the bank. But we'll go ahead and finish out Tour Day 1 and get ready for Tour Day 2. We'll just make sure there's no mail that's urgent for us to check on here. There is some mail. Let's see what it is. And Frankie Perez has been loaned to NYCW. He's on our short list, so that's why we got that message. But with that, we'll advance to Time Battle Tour Day 2, and we'll get ready to book that event as we get closer to the end of it. Okay, we got things ready for Tour Day 2, which is tonight. There's no mail to take care of, so I think we'll go ahead here and advance to the event, and we'll start booking and build out Tour Day 2's card. The auto booked venue is perfectly okay. It does look like we may have some absent workers. I imagine that could be the American Cobras, but we'll take a look here. As we go first, we'll meddle a little bit, try to improve some relationships. We could do, obviously, Iki Hosaka and any of the number of people that he is upset with. No meddling effect this time. Our absent workers, oh no, it's Orange Suchi who is working for Exodus 2010 tonight, so we cannot use him in any of our plans that we potentially had. Go ahead and get in here and we'll book our main event of the evening, which will be a 2v2 between Mabuchi Furusawa, who's going to team with Tanyu Tashisai, and they're going to take on the team of Reizan Okamoto and Rokumon Matsushita. Go ahead and build this up, give this some time, get into the road agent notes. And do we want to have Tashisai pick up the victory over Matsushita? I think that's what we'll do in this. We'll now have it open match. We'll have it called in the ring or scripted. Do scripted slow build, decisive victory. I think we have to script it because he has a much lower end. We're going to book that. Book our next match, which will be another tag team match. We'll have the Wild Ones come in, and they will take on the team of Giant Brody and Shimpai Hiroshi. Go ahead and drop this down, I think, to 15 minutes. Go ahead and book this as Finley getting the victory. And we'll let him get the victory over Hiroshi. Open match. We'll script it. Decisive victory. Do we want to make it steal the show? Yeah, let's make it steal the show match. Book that segment. At our next match, have Kamasaka and Kiyotaka taking on Sotomura and Okimasa. Drop that down. We'll go into the road agent notes, and Kamasaka can pick up the victory. We will, let's try to get away with that. Let's do an open ring, open match, script, decisive victory, and see if Sotomura will not give us problems. And he won't give us problems. That's excellent. Go ahead and book our next match here. Yokokawa and Sen taking on, could have him take on the Rough House Riders. We could do Emoto and Goto. The kind of put together team of those two, or we could do Stukasaka, Inamoto, the Rough House Riders. They're an established team, but we'll give the victory to Sen. We will have it be an open match. We will have to script it. Decisive victory. Again, letting some of the younger talent get into the match here. For our technical masterclass, we'll have Wolfsbane taking on Kikuchi. I may have to, for the Challenger Series, I may have to look at getting some more people with some technical ability either in or trained up, because we may start getting dinged for using these same guys multiple times. Okay, I can give this a auto name. Okay, didn't give it to us that time. That's really good though. We'll do an angle now to put right in front of that technical master class. It's kind of gamey, but that's what we kind of have to do. So we're gonna have Furusawa and Reizan Okamoto rated on entertainment, and Reizan's gonna be off screen. He doesn't have to be rated. So Furusawa, he's gonna call out Reizan for tonight. He's going to decide to push the young Reizan to his limit. Just to make him better. Okay, for the story, I think he'll think he's weak for losing, Soul Survivor. And decides he's going to need to test him to see if he's actually, the future of the company. We'll do our 3v3 six-man, tag match between the Vets and the Young Lions. On the Vets team, we'll have Goto, Toshinobu, and Matsuzara taking on the team of Yamamoto, Motoki, and Tsuromi. How to name that. Drop down the time, put it on the pre-show, head over to the road agent notes, and we'll give the victory to Goto. Open match, script this in the ring, and decisive victory. We'll go ahead and book this segment. That'll be our show. I think it looks to be a pretty decent show. I hope to get some pretty good ratings from these the matches that we have, set up here. So go ahead and kick this show off. 731 people in Kyoto come to see Black Canvas Grappling. In our first match, 38 segment, we have Goto, Taku, and Matsuzura taking on Yamamoto, Motoki, and Tsuromi. And Goto pins Motoki with the Goto Slam. Matsuzara with a 44, Taku 31, Goto 49, Tsuromi 14, Motoki 14, Yamamoto 20. So you can see the Young Lions need some work. Hopefully this will pass some skills off, get them experience, get those in-ring performances up a little bit, so they could, potentially contribute something to the roster eventually. We may also need to look at excursion for these guys. Who knows? So we go into the 81 segment rated. Buchi Furusawa coming out and calling out Reizan for tonight. Worked the crowd. It's really got the crowd hotter. Got us a strong start. Pretty happy with the 81 segment rating. Hopefully it'll help the technical masterclass that comes after it, which gets a 60 as Logan Wolfsbane pinned or submits Kikuchi with a Boston Crab and makes defense number 3 of the Challenger Series title. That's a 60 rated segment. Kikuchi a 49 and Wolfsbane a 56. Happy with the 60 rated segment. The 81 right before it helped it a lot, so I can't really complain at all. 60 is a great segment for these two guys, and also just pushes Wolfsbane up the card, hopefully. Yokokawa and Sen take on the Roughhouse Riders next, as Sen submits Kasaka with the over-the-shoulder backbreaker. This segment only got a 49. 47 from Sen, 44 from Yokokawa, Imoto a 40, and Kasaka a 39. This, unfortunately, between the Young Lions and the Yokokawa declining, I think that hurt our rating a lot. I'm going to have to remember to try not to put these younger guys with guys that are in time decline on the main card. They can go on the pre-show perfectly fine, but the main card here needs other people. So next segment at 58, as Kamasaka pins Sotomura with his stump pile driver. We have Kiyotaka with a 55, Kamasaka 55, Okimasa 46, Sotomura 51. Got the crowd hotter, and announcing quality lifted the match. 58, perfectly fine to raise our popularity pretty decently. I think this will help the show. As we move into the Wild Ones, taking on Giant Brody and Hirose. Big Bruiser Finley pins Hirose with a trash compaction. This gets a 65 segment rating. Finley with a 62, Harker with a 51, Hirose 48, Brody a 55. We get that excellent chemistry teaming together between Brody and Hirose. Really happy with the 65 rated segment, and hopefully that will help our show, keep that rating up. So we move into the main event, which gets a 79. Furusawa and Tashisai taking on Okamoto and Matsushita. Tashisai submits Matsushita, and Tashisai with a 66, Furusawa 73, Matsushita 59, and Okamoto 75. Really happy with this main event. 79 is a great main event. It'll help, the overall show, and I think other than, I guess, maybe Matsushita's performance, I'm happy with all of them. I was expecting a little bit more from Matsushita, but 59 is not a horrible score. So go ahead and finish this show out and see what the main show's score was. It was a 67. Great. 7 regions our popularity was increased in. And like I said, we may have to, address the production differences between us and our rivals. I just don't want to spend so much money that it's going to hurt us. I guess we could do it, and then if it starts to go bad, we could drop it down. But I don't know if I just want to do that. We'll go ahead and finish this show. Maybe I'm being too cautious in that aspect, but I really don't want to screw up the momentum and the save that we're having. So we'll go ahead here and take a look at the mail that we have. We have a Okamoto opinion on Tsurumi and an injury to one of our shortlisted guys. But I think that's going to do it for episode 27 of The King of Puro. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are, please leave a like and a subscribe. Comment anything you'd like to see or any questions you have. I'm Last Son. This has been The King of Puro. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in our next video.